gamers, one channel, and tons of games. This must be Games and Me. Hey guys, welcome to TWiGAME episode 30. So, episode 30, we are in July 1st that you guys are hearing this. This is Alex, your host. Let me introduce everybody who's going to be here. So, we got Chris.
Hey.
So, what you been playing, sir?
What have I been playing? Phoenix Wright, actually. Been playing a lot of that lately.
That's awesome. And that's it, huh?
Pretty much. My nephew's with me, so he's taking up the console time.
I see. We also actually just wrapped up a live show. It was recorded today, which is technically Saturday before July 1st, but of course you guys are listening to this on July 1st, and it was pretty fun, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was really great.
I mean, played like Fight Night Round 4, played No More Heroes, played the Conduit and all that stuff, so pretty cool. And we also have CK. So, what have you been playing, sir?
Ooh, the pickings were slim this week because of work, but I did get some Phoenix Wright time in, and all I can say is that if Chris beats this one before me, I am hopeless.
Well, there also is Vanessa, and she has not touched that game since she finished Chapter 4, so you guys will probably beat the game before she does. Because right now she's trying to struggle through Flower, Sun, and Rain, and I'm not going to get into that. So, and we also have Johann. So, Johann, what have you been playing, sir?
I'm trying to get the second ending of Infamous out as the Infamous rating, the bad guy,
Nice.
and trying to finish Persona 4.
Awesome. All right, so let's jump right into the news. So the first article is by Bolto, and remember, if you want to, post an article that you want us to talk about on TWiGAME, just go to forum.gamesandme. So it says here that it's been confirmed that Keyboard Cat, Long Cat, and Tagnol, and many other internet memes will be summons in an upcoming DS game, Scribblenauts, in which you can basically type words to summon objects. So, yeah. CK, are you looking forward to summoning Tay-Zonde in this game?
I am looking forward to this game. It reminds me in a weird way of those parser interface computer games from back in the 80s when you had to type everything out that you wanted to do. And if you got a good one, then you could type something really naughty and then they would call you a pervert or something, which was a reward in itself. But, I actually see a problem with this game, and I'm not sure how they're going to resolve it yet. The whole point of the game, or one of the big selling points, is that you can type these words and summon objects, and supposedly it's a really wide amount of objects.
Right.
Don't copyright laws come into play at some point?
Probably. At some point, probably, yeah.
Because you couldn't just type in Spider-Man and then just have Spider-Man show up, because that's just all sorts of legal wrong.
Yeah, probably not. I'm pretty sure they had to manually somehow create these characters somehow. So I seriously doubt that, they already had Spider-Man created in the game, I somehow doubt that. How about you, Johann? What do you think about this, dude?
I saw the gameplay for this, and I gotta admit, it's really impressive that the vocabulary of this game is supposed to be really extensive, minus all profanities. But yeah, I guess CK does bring a good point with all these copyright type of names. Would they have a different variation? If you're running Spider-Man, would this man spider come down, or Batman and this bat that talks to you comes down? So
yeah, what if you wanted to summon Chocolate
but...
Rain or something like that?
I'm pretty sure you can only summon what's in the game.
Okay.
So if they don't program it in, it's probably not going to know what you're talking about.
Maybe. But so far, people have summoned quite a variety of really weird things in the game. So, we'll have to see. Can't speculate too much on it because, of course, it's not out. So, next article is, of course, by Willy Boy. So, apparently, Mortal Kombat's going to get their M groove back. So, what do you think about this, Johann? Since I remember the last time we talked about a Mortal Kombat game, you had very, very strong opinions on Mortal Kombat versus DC.
Well, there are a lot of those franchise fans that love more of the same thing when it comes to Mortal Kombat. So if they're getting the gore that they missed out on Mortal Kombat DC, mind you, I played it but wasn't happy about it because I just didn't like the game. But who knows if this will actually help them, that brings them back from their bankruptcy thing. But I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm pretty sure there should be a lot of people that may be excited about the mature rating. I'm just not one of those people. I think they should just bring back a different game.
CK, since you're not a big fan of this game, I heard that this game is going to be kind of like a rebuilding or a reimagining, I guess, of Mortal Kombat, since that seems to be the big E3 buzzword nowadays. How do you think they can make Mortal Kombat fresh again for this market? And if so, just if you don't have any opinions on it, if you can give me an opinion whether or not this interests you or not, that'd be good too.
No, I actually am curious about how they're going to approach this, because one of the big selling points of the original Mortal Kombat games was the fact that it had a lot of blood, which obviously is not a big selling point anymore because there are all sorts of games that have blood. So I'm curious what they're going to use, what they're going to rely upon, because normally when there's a reimagining, it's normally taking some core element from the original and kind of not exploiting it, but you know what I mean, like taking it and extrapolating on it. Like with Bionic Commando, when they made a 2D reimagining of it, they stuck to the core 2D gameplay. Or with Mega Man 9, even better example. So I don't know what they're going to do with Mortal Kombat. I mean, Mortal Kombat also has a very rich mythology.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things I enjoyed about the recent Mortal Kombats, like the one before DC Universe, or was that the one, Alex, that had the 3D quest mode type thing?
Yeah. I think that's Armageddon, I think, or Mortal Kombat Deception. I don't really remember. I think it's Deception, really.
I think what will succeed is if they take the mythology and extensive storyline from the Mortal Kombat universe and just kind of build a game out of that. But they also have to, at the same time, get back to the core, what made the core gameplay so special. And as far as that goes, obviously, you're probably more the expert than I am, but
Okay.
I hope it does well. I don't want Midway to flop.
Well, we'll see. What do you think, Chris?
Personally, I think they should redo it. I always thought the gameplay and movement of Mortal Kombat was too stiff. So,
totally agree. Compared to Tekken or Soul Calibur, it's like the stiffest game, 3D based game out of everything.
It's because their movements are all hand animated. I never really got into that.
Yeah, that's really weird. No, they were motion captured.
Were they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now they are. So, all right. So let's move on to the next topic, and let's keep trucking on this. So, if you want to play Sergeant Johnson in Halo, apparently you have to pre-order Halo ODST. So, Chris, what do you think of this, dude?
Well, basically, if you want to play Sergeant Johnson, you have to pre-order it, which is what most people are going to do if they want to play with the Sergeant. But this is mainly geared towards the multiplayer, and because it's Halo, most people are going to pre-order it. So it's just another incentive.
So it's it's kind of like, I know that this doesn't have Master Chief, but you can get Sergeant Johnson.
Exactly.
Okay. What do you think of this, Johann? I know you're not a big Halo guy, but what do you think of only getting certain characters by pre-ordering them? I mean, let's talk about this in general, because this is not the only time that this has happened, because as an example, for Infamous, if you pre-ordered it at GameStop, for example, you get an extra power if you pre-order it.
I feel like I got ripped because I pre-ordered mine in Amazon. I didn't get that extra power. But for this Halo ODST, I want to know what makes Sergeant Johnson that more that you'd want to get him. Because if you just kind of get a skin for this multiplayer, like, does it really do anything for you to get Sergeant Johnson? Does he have like that sort of because he necessarily doesn't have a core fan base of a bunch of people that are rabidly asking for Sergeant Johnson to be put as a playable character. So that's what I'm wondering. Like, if someone pre-orders it, is there a really good reason why he can play Sergeant Johnson? Does he jump hard? Does he shoot different gun? I don't know.